everyone, this is the special edition of China Talk for NPC and CPPCC annual sessions 2025. In today's world, with the sluggish global economic growth and the rising trend of trade protectionism, we are faced with many challenges. As the top contributor of global economic growth, China's economy has always been the focus of the world's attention. So, at this year's two sessions, we have interviewed ambassadors and counselors from various countries to share their views on China's economy in 2025 and the cooperation between China and their countries.
It is really a situation you are now turning from the extensive development to an intensive development to quality, from quantity to quality, as your president formulated it, a rejuvenation of the country. So you are focusing on the most prominent, more modern part of the economy, and I think it will be also decided during these days. China is one of the most important players in the world, and partners expect from China a stable and reliable approach for solution of world questions and world challenges. One of it is the climate change, where we work together and we support measures to make it or to turn it so in a direction which is acceptable for the mankind in the future.
The global economy is in a very difficult situation right now. Europe is also facing challenges, but the Chinese economy, we hope that the situation improves and that the plans for today will help, especially because if the Chinese economy improves, the global economy will also improve. And also we hope that relations between the European Union and China and the trade will continue to grow, because the more trade there is, the more prosperity there will be for the people. Malta, as a member of the European Union, as I mentioned, we hope that there will be increased trade relations, and the relationship between both global players will get better and better. We have our foreign minister coming in July to China, and we hope that the discussions between China and Malta will continue. We have a very long diplomatic relations with China since 1972, and the relations are very strong. Malta is a neutral country, and we hope that peace and prosperity will continue to improve between the two nations for the best benefit of the whole global economy and the global situation as it is.
I think it's very important for the international community, and especially for countries like Uruguay, that we have such a close trade and economical relations with China, to hear the indications that the government is going to provide to the public opinion in this very important meeting today. But we hope to hear good news. We hope to hear that China will continue to be the engine of the world economy, as it has been in the last decades. We have a new government in Uruguay, and the new authorities are hoping to be able to elevate our comprehensive strategic partnership to a new level. We have a very close relation with China, and especially China is our #1 trading partner, so we are hoping to be able to increase and diversify the goods that we export to China, to be able also to export more services and to negotiate new frameworks for more investments to come. So we are having a lot of conversations and hoping to have a lot of high-level meetings and visits on both sides in order to make this comprehensive strategic partnership into a new beginning with this new Uruguayan administration.
We are very happy to be here, to hear what's the perspective of China for 2025, and I hope everything is good for the Chinese people and for the people of my country. I expect it to be more or less the same as 2024, around 5% of GDP increasing. My country is Costa Rica. We are in the middle of Central America. Is looking forward very pleasantly to a major cooperation with China in terms of trade and of course in terms of more profound cooperation. We have a very interesting matrix of products we send to China, more than 800 different products we send, and we import a lot from China as well.
If you were in China many years ago, you can see the difference. You can be a witness of the big development of the economy of China. And then we have a good relationship in this moment between Panama and China to develop the commerce and the trade with all the world. Like you know, the main importance of Panama is the geographical position in the middle of the Americas. And then we play an important role to the trade and commerce of China in the Americas continent.
Well, we always expect the Chinese economy to be stronger because a stronger economy serves us well because of the Belt and Road Initiative and the relationship that we have under the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. You remember last year in September, we had heads of state from the African continent. And what we have said is that the relationship between China and Africa especially is quite crucial because when you combine the two populations together, creates a market which is a win-win for both China and Africa. Now specifically for Malawi, Malawi is an agricultural country, and having a relationship with China in terms of modernization of the agricultural sector, there is again a win-win because we expect exporting raw materials, products like soybeans, chilies, groundnuts and macadamia. So all that China will be able to use. And for us, in return, we hope we can be able to import mechanization, tractors, drones, which indeed does bring in mechanization and modernization to our agricultural sector.
I'm saying the economy of China seems to be kind of balancing, and the cooperation between Lesotho and China seems to be very good. For a long time, I established a relationship with China and everything seems to be going smoothly, especially with regard to the partnership that exists between the two countries in terms of trade, in terms of bilateral relations, etc. Technologically, China is the best country in terms of technological development. So we are learning from it. We are actually cooperating closely with it in many aspects.
This is the same target for 2024, 5%. It's a great challenge because a level global, the situation is not good. But I think it's possible. Yes, it's possible. China is a great country, a great economy, so very good planification. And I think the economy will go maybe with more difficulty, but I think it's possible to do it. I hope that the cooperation with China and Cape Verde continue to grow. Next year we complete 50 anniversary of the relationship between Cape Verde and China, and so I have great hope that this cooperation can go to a level higher.
中国的经济发展的很厉害，很快。中国对非洲的帮助很大。我们和中国的这几年跟中国的关系就在各个方面发展的非常好。我非常高兴能在中国工作，来为两国国家的关系来做应该做的努力。我这几年和中国关系建交已经55周年， 两个国家在各个方面的合作关系非常好。我感觉的中国的政治制度非常好，为中国的政府为人民工作。
I think the Chinese economy is heading upwards. It might face some challenges, global challenges, and that's very natural. But the Chinese economy is progressing very confidently. It's moving on. It's focusing on high tech, artificial intelligence, and I think it will just keep going on and keep improving. And this is my wish as well, because I'm in love with this country. And most of the things I use are Chinese made, thanks to a long history of cooperation between the two countries, not only commercially but also culturally, politically, and everything. So the level of cooperation and the economic field between China and Oman is improving. It's going to be even better in the coming phase, because Oman is now focusing a lot on opening up with the East Bloc, with the Chinese economy. And I think in 2025 we're going to see a leap in the economic cooperation between the two countries.